Hello, this is David Williamson from ToyCarCollector.com. I'm here to talk to you about Hot Wheels today, but not Redline Hot Wheels, which is what I do specialize in collecting, is early Redline Hot Wheels, which were the Hot Wheels made from 1968 to 1977. But today, a little something different. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about collecting muscle car Hot Wheels. Muscle car Hot Wheels. It is June 5th, 2015, and I am the Toy Car Collector. Now, I did not collect new Hot Wheels from 1995 to 2010, but I did collect new Hot Wheels before that, and I had a garage full. Got rid of those, took a while, but I stopped collecting. But then in 2010, I was at the coast and I walked into a vintage hardware store, and in that store somebody was selling their muscle cars. They were 2007 muscle cars, and for example, here's one of them. I think this is a 2008 actually, but look at this. This is a Dodge Super Bee, and it's a fantastic looking car. Now, I went to a guy's house the other day, and his father had sadly passed away, but he left him a bunch of cars, and in that collection of cars there were quite a few Hot Wheels muscle cars, most of which I had already, and some other brands of muscle cars which are very interesting. But I really like these Hot Wheels. 2007, 2008, they really started to do some nice muscle cars again. This is a red Super Bee. I've seen this one, I believe, in white. I've got it in several colors, which I might show you a little bit later. Let's see if we can get our lighting correct here. All right, maybe I should zoom in a bit. Anyway, what I really like about this car is the color, the simplicity of the design, and the 5-spoke wheels. So I'm a real fan of the 5-spoke wheels. That car comes in several colors, and here's another great one from that era. It's the Chevelle, 69 Chevelle, the car that I drooled over when I was in high school. I always wanted one, never had a Chevelle. Wanted a blue one with white stripes and Mickey Thompson tires and Krager wheels, or perhaps radial TAs. But this is a really great model from, I think, 2007 or 2008. Here's another Chevelle that I picked up from that fellow. It's a 2007. It's a yellow one. And it's a great car. Look at that. Look, it's kind of a mustard yellow, good looking car. It's got the 5-spoke wheels. I really don't care for them if they don't have the 5-spoke wheel, or if they have like chrome interior or something else that doesn't look quite right. Now, here's another one that I picked up the other day. It's a Ford Torino Talladega from 2008. I probably have this one already, but as you can already tell, I don't like to leave my muscle cars in the packages. That is just no fun. So look at that. Isn't that a beauty? 2008 was the year that they made that. Now, you know what? You can go to the store and look for muscle cars, and you very rarely find them. But the other day I was at the store and I found this, and this is really a beauty. Let's see. It is a 52 Chevy pickup, and it's one of the prettiest Hot Wheels I think they have ever made. Here's one out of the package already. I had to get it. Not every one I saw, but I had to get 3 of them. 1 for my grandson and 2 for me. And look at that. Isn't she pretty? And she's got the 5-spoker wheels. That's a beautiful car, you know, and it's really surprising the quantity of cars that Hot Wheels comes out with, but how few really, really great cars they come out with. All right, here's another Chevelle, another 2008. Again, that's how I got excited in new cars again. And I think I have probably about 800 of these. And they're not all muscle cars, but for the most part they are. This one is black with a gold stripe. Very nicely made. A very tasteful gold stripe. A tasteful interior. Not the chrome goofiness that they put in a lot of them. So let's move that over. There's 3 Chevelles. Now, one of the ways I like to get these cars is I like to pick them up when I'm at the convention. When I go to Hot Wheels conventions, I can't spend all my money on red lines, so I look around, and I have a box of cars from a couple of years ago that I bought, and in that is some really nice, they're not all muscle cars, of course, but I just throw them all into that category. But look at this. Here's another one of these trucks. Now, this one has like a 5-spoke wheel, but it's blacked out. So what I would typically like to do is maybe swap that in there so that they all have the 5-spoke wheels. But that's something I'm actually bought some equipment to do, but I've never done that. I just haven't got to that point yet where I'm willing to spend that time. Here's a real nice car, a Plymouth. It doesn't have the 5-spoke wheels. It has a different type of wheel, but it's actually a pretty good looking wheel. So that's a pretty good looking car. So you can see how it's easy to get sucked into collecting these muscle cars. Oh, have you seen the wagon? Look at this. They made this wagon 5 spokes, Nova wagon. Pretty tasteful on the flames, really. Some guys, I've seen some videos on YouTube where the guys will rub those flames off with some sort of paint remover. And that's pretty neat. Let's see what we got here. I think this is another Chevelle. Picked that one up at the convention. This is like I got like a couple dozen cars in this box that I just walked around and picked up at one of the previous conventions. Okay, so like I'll look for these. I'll look for Camaros. Look at that. That's a nice Camaro with the 5 spokes. You know, and if you're a hobbyist and you can, you know, do a little wheel swapping, you can drill out this base, and then there's a tool and a device you can get from Bright Vision that will allow you to put screws in there to hold it all back together. So when you find a car that you really like with 5-spoke wheels, you should get a lot of extra ones so that you can swap them up to the cars that don't have the 5-spoke wheels, because some of the cars look good with the variation in wheels. This is kind of I'm not even sure what kind of wheel this is, but it's blacked out. I would prefer it to have the white spoke wheels, but you know, it's Camaro, so you got to get it. One of my favorite cars too is this Impala. Did I say that right? No, this is a Galaxy, 64 Galaxy. All right, you know I'm doing this right off the cuff, so I sometimes will make some mistakes. This one's a little too goofy for me. And, you know, the yellow interior and carried away on the stripes. With a 5-spoke wheel, that would help that a lot. But still, it's a nice looking car, so I'm going to probably pick every one up. Now, there's some way better looking of those cars. Let's see, let's make sure before I say it again. 64 Galaxy. See, now look how nice that looks. That's a beautiful car. It really is a gorgeous car. It's just tasteful. I think that one comes in white as well. Here's a green one. It's not as attractive, but it's interesting. Look at that. Now you got to really be careful, because you know, whenever you see one in a package, you got to buy several, because you'll get some, you know, bunged up tampos and stuff. It's a decent looking car that goes in the collection. Let's see what else we have over here. Here's something. What is that? Oh, Riviera. I have collected a bunch of the Rivieras, and they're mostly goofed up like this with all kinds of stripes and things and goofy wheels, but they're actually quite attractive in quantity. If you see all of the colors, it's very nice. Now, I don't just collect the muscle cars. I will pick up anything that I find interesting. And these are all in the dollar series of cars. These are not the expensive ones. I will be making a video later about Redline Club cars and a little more high dollar cars that you can buy. I do collect a few of those too. You know, you can't help it. These things are so pretty. Look at that T-Bird. You don't see the T-Bird very often. Now, once you find a model that you like, say this T-Bird, you can go on eBay and check and see all the different models that they have made of that T-Bird, and then set about trying to get them all. Maybe you can find a connection, somebody that has a collection, or someplace that has a lot of newer cars for sale. This one I think was a treasure hunt, and this is what the Hemi Cuda, what is this? Dodge Coronet Super B, yeah. This was nice. Now, I don't too often spring for a treasure hunt. This one's got a bunged, roughed up roof there. That'll probably polish out, but I do like this particular model, so eventually I'll get the treasure hunt model when it becomes less expensive. And here's another one of those. Beautiful car. You know, if I was Jay Leno, all of these cars would be real. Every car on this table would be real. Now, remember I said I really like this red car here. And then here's the silver version. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That is a pretty car. Silver. It comes in a couple more colors. And I've got those. I'll probably make another video with some of my other ones. Oh, here's a really great looking car. Look at this. That's that 64 Ford Galaxy again. In white. That's a beauty. But go on eBay and look up the models that you like. Look up all the muscle cars. What the heck is on there? Some sort of silver thing. Goofed up. And you know, you can go on there and look up all the variations, make yourself a list, and then set about trying to get them all, because they're really fun. You know, it's fun to collect and they don't cost too much. That was me banging the camera with my leg. Here's a Nova. And this also is I don't believe this was a dollar car. This probably came out of one of the Walmart boxes that had like 25 special cars in it, I think, because this one's done awfully nice. Yeah, this is a beauty. Can you imagine this with a metal base? That would be cool. That'd be like old times. Now, you can still buy Hot Wheels with a metal base, but that's when you get up to your $3, $4 Hot Wheels. But that's a good looking car, man. If I was only Jay Leno, all of these cars would be real. They wouldn't be toys. But I'll settle for toys. Look at that. Charger. That's a beauty. Look at that. This one has an opening hood. Amazing. You know, that only goes to show you they don't have to make every car look ugly. Here's some other things I like to venture out into. I like to get some of the slightly modern, would this be called a resto rod? This came out of one of those multi-car sets. It had like the 25 cars in it, 50 cars, something like that. And I think this came out of one of those. That's a good looking wagon. So that goes in your collection. And there's some wilder stuff like this. Take a look at this Corvette. Yeah, that's crazy. I think that was like a Valentine's Day car or something. So, like I say, you look on eBay, pretty much everything is going to be for sale. You can also go to the ToyCarCollector.com, and you can look up particular models. This, I think, might have been in a winter Christmas special or something. Has the 5-spoke wheels, so as long as they have the 5-spoke wheels, I'm interested in getting those. So I'll go to the convention, and every one I see for $1 or 2 for $1, I'll pick them up, bring them home. Here's a Nova. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's pretty. Too bad it doesn't have the regular 5-spoke wheels on it. Oh, I just noticed that wheel is messed up. Look at that. Yeah, they really screwed that one. Wow. That one definitely needs to be swapped out. You know, you put these 5-spoke wheels on there, and that'll be a beautiful car. That will really be a beautiful car. It's got a pale blue interior. Or white, actually. It just looks pale blue in the camera. And that's a nice one. So I got a couple more trays of cars I want to show you. This one came out of, I think, one of those multi-packs. It's quite a beautiful car. You know, it's sad, but you know, most people never get a chance to see every Hot Wheel that comes out. And if you do go to a Hot Wheels convention, you will see just about every Hot Wheel that's ever been made. And you get a chance to buy them. That's a, what is that, a 56 Ford? Yeah, 56 Ford. And that's a beauty. Here's another one you probably haven't seen. Look at that. It's like a little lowrider. That's pretty neat. I got a couple of those in here. I think this one, oh no, this is a duplicate of that one I showed you already. I got 2 of those. Got the Ford pickup there. They make a few pickup trucks. Look at that. Have you seen this one? Little Red Express. That's a great car. It really is a great car. That kind of stuff doesn't stick around long. I'm afraid everybody, you know, grabs up everyone they can get, and away they go. I got one. And then here's a nice pickup. Just kind of plain, but nice. And let's see. Did you see the Herbie? They do make a lot of special cars that you don't see too much of. Herbie. That's a great car. Like I say, most people will collect up. They'll just grab every Herbie they can find, and away they go. Some of the newer cars that they've come out with lately. Datsun pickup. Pretty cool. Especially if you're like me and you can remember having a Datsun pickup. They've made this in 4 or 5 colors already, I think. The Vega. Have you seen the Vega? This is not the most attractive one, but they did have some early ones that were really, really nice in the Vega. So we'll put that with the Vega collection. I'm a particular fan of the Maverick, and they've made 5 or 6 colors of the Maverick, but you won't see them around too much. This is a beautiful green. Excuse me. This is really a beautiful green. I know it comes in some enamel colors as well that are quite nice. Here's a darker green. I think this came from a 10-pack. It was like a exclusive. You had to buy the 10-pack to get it, but man, look at that paint. Look at that plastic base. That's too bad, but gotta save money somewhere. Have you seen the Malibu? Look at that. Malibu, wow. Wouldn't you love to be cruising the strip with that? I don't think they really allow cruising anywhere anymore, but when I was in high school, cruising was the thing to do. I don't think you could really cruise successfully on a bicycle, though. Let's see. Here's a Corvette. This was a treasure hunt. It's not a very popular treasure hunt, but it's quite attractive. And then there's some other harder to find ones, like this one. They came in a multi-car set, I believe. I can't really say. I never can remember where they came from. Here's a Chevelle that came out recently. I think this was a Kmart exclusive. It's a nice Chevelle. Actually, they came out in 2 colors at the same time, which is kind of weird. It's not bad. It's not like this though. I mean, that's great and everything, but this is so much better. Same car. Yep. I like that one much better. Let's take a look. Oh, here's another Datsun pickup. I know it's kind of unusual. They have run this out in like 3-4 colors already, and it's just been a short period of time, seems like. And Corvettes, for all you Corvette fans. They've been making a few of these lately. I can't remember when I got this one, but they make the 63 split window occasionally. Oh, here's another beauty. The Ford Fairlane. This is a beauty. In more videos, I'll probably show you more of these really great cars, like the Ford Fairlane. In fact, I think I'll throw on a few right now. How about a van for you? I will pick up a van here and there, especially with this clear window on top. I always wanted a van when I was in high school. Man. That's so cool. Here's a couple more of my favorites. This nice Demon, 71 Dodge Demon. That's a great looking car. I remember seeing these when I was in high school. That's a great car. Some of my personal favorites. This little guy here, a little Ranchero. Wow. That's a good car. That's a great car. Another one of my favorites. This Ford. It's really a nice looking casting. Look at that. You just don't see these around. You just don't. And the Torino. That was a big seller. Look at that. One of my high school teachers had this Torino right here. Green Grand Torino, just like the movie. But I have to say, one of my absolute favorite car castings of all is this 55 Chevy. I absolutely love this 55 Chevy. And I can't get enough of it. It's so hard to find. Here's an orange one. Look at that. Now that's what a Hot Wheel really should be like. I don't know why they don't make more of these. Look at that. I think this one's a treasure hunt. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. Is this one a treasure hunt as well? Let's see. Yep, same one. I got a couple of the orange. I got this yellow. I saw one of these actually in the store today in a 10-pack. I don't know if it looked just exactly like this one. I didn't take a picture of it. But that is a beautiful car. Look at that. Oh, ouch, chip on there. She's a beauty. 55 Chevy. Did you see the red one? There's the red. Oh yeah, that's a perfect car right there. Look at that. That is a beautiful car. Imagine having a resto rod 55 Chevy, a big Corvette motor under the hood, air conditioning, looks, smells, and feels like a Cadillac inside. Did you see this one? The bad super, what is that, Super Tuned Taxi? That's crazy. They really can crank out some neat stuff if they want to, but they don't always want to. More blues. One has scallops. There's two variations on that trim on that. That is really a great car. And a couple more. Have you seen the 57 Chevy? This one is very scarce. The 57 Chevy. You don't see that. You're not going to see that at the store. You got to seek these out. Here's another one. Here's a 57 Chevy. Look at that. You know, you go to a toy show where there's hundreds of dealers, and you can find some of this stuff, and sometimes you can get a good price on it. Did you get the gasser? I just made that a few years back. I got 4 colors of that. It's pretty cool. Look at this. Here's a 56 Chevy. Look at that one. Is that a beauty? I don't know what series this is from. This one's got rubber tires, so it's a more upscale series. Beautiful paint on that. Just a beautiful car. So, anyway, let me just wrap that up today. I'm just giving you a little talk about muscle car Hot Wheels collecting and what you need to look for. Just go on to eBay or one of the search engines and take a look at all the different models. Make yourself a list of what you see and go out there and look for some. Keep your eye on the new cars because they do bring out some nice new cars. And this particular car is in the stores right now. This is really the only one I could think of that is really super nice right now and, you know, more realistic. But keep yourself out there, and if you have any questions, give me a holler. David at ToyCarCollector.com, 503-956-3708. And you have a great day, and I hope you find all the Hot Wheels that you ever want.